Forza che brilla, fi spicca il nome, la passione scintilla per chi vede col cuore ogni sfida è un'opportunità. Nel campo della vita siamo una comunità. Fi spic,
Belgium.
qui per dimostrare che il coraggio non conosce limiti, possiamo volere. Goalball, torba, calcio a 5 giù le show, la vittoria ci distingue. Dal CIG arriva la missione importante, gestire e sviluppare un futuro brillante. Ogni atleta un eroe, con il cuore che batte forte. In ogni disciplina apriamo nuove porte. Fi speak, siamo qui per dimostrare che il coraggio non conosce limiti, possiamo volere. Goalball, torba, calcio a 5 giù le show, la vittoria ci distingue. Ogni partita un sogno.
Please stand up for the national anthem of Portugal. It's time for the national anthem of Belgium. Please stay up.
La Belgique, noble Belgique, ô mère chérie, à toi nos cœurs, à toi nos bras, à toi notre sang, ô patrie, nous le jurons tous, tu vivras, toujours grande et belle, et ton invincible unité aura pour devise immortelle le roi, la loi, la liberté, aura pour devise immortelle le roi, la loi, la liberté, le roi, la loi, la liberté, le roi, la loi, la liberté.
Now, the players from Portugal. Team A, number 5, Mota Joao. Number 3, Oliveira Fabio. Number 2, Almeida Alexandre. Number 6, Macedo Joao. Number 7, Barbosa Fabio. And number 1, Baptista Felipe. Now the coach, Ferreira Marcia. The assistant coach, Dias Alexandre. And the staff, Teixeira Catarina. The players from Belgium are number 5, Mapreni Clison. Number 1, Panove Arne. Number 7, Verplanke Justin. Number 6, Jemail Semil. Number 2, Amnir Vasime. And number 8, Asen Rob. The coach, Derek Johan. The assistant coach, Imshot Ines. And the staff, Bigmas Laura. The referees are Robert Avery and Stephen Newey. Good luck to everyone.
For you can't force me now. Awakening is clear. I could show you how. I could show you how to fight them. I could show you how to defeat them now.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? This is just for us now.
Yeah, I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. That it feels right. Feels right. So right, so right, so right. I'm just going with the gut. Never had a doubt, felt like this is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet. Hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know what you gonna do with all of that. Ain't gotta say a word, I know what's up. You can have it all, watch me whip it off. I'll admit it, you got me feeling hella loved. Even when it's going down, know that we gon' live it up. Young shot caller, always been a baller. Know that you the one, I can feel it in my heart. Yeah, I won't stop charging me, go and come harder. I can see you and I, way beyond the stars, girl. I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. 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 cheapest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and please welcome to the final quarterfinal here in the game between Portugal and Belgium. I think one of the toughest games among the quarterfinals to predict a winner. And with me, I have Arvid Ryberg, who's gonna be my colleague in this game.
Hello guys, pleasure to be here as always. Looking forward to, as Florian said, one of the most unpredictable quarterfinals of this European B Championships in Goalball.
For sure, and I think for Belgium, Mapreni is going to be a very, very crucial part if he gets his offensive going, and if they are good enough in the defense. I think absolutely they can beat Portugal, but Portugal has been very, very consistent in the last games that they played, especially the game against Greece, where they performed really, really well.
Yeah, that was an impressive win from Portugal for sure.
And to remind all of you that the loser from this game goes down to play for the places 5 to 8, and they will play against Denmark. And the winner plays against the phenomenal Poland, who has been the only team undefeated so far in this competition, and who beat Spain by 13-3, immersed in the quarterfinal.
Yeah, I can't really see anything stopping Poland at the moment. Well, of course, the semi-final and final will be very tough for them, but they by far looked like the best team here so far.
Yes, for sure. And in the other game, in the match for the 5th to 8th place, we have Greek against Spain, and Denmark is now waiting for the loser between these two teams, and Poland is waiting for the winner between these two teams. And the starting lineups for these two teams is we don't have any surprises in either team. We have for Belgium, we have Gemile, number 6, on the left wing. We have number 5, Mapreni, on the center, and we have number 2, Wasim, on the right wing. For Portugal, we have number 5, João Moata, on the right wing, number 6, Macedo, on the center, and number 3, Oliveira, on the left wing. Oliveira had a fantastic game against Greece. He scored 7 goals against Greece, so Belgium really needs to find a way to to defend against Oliveira, but also to be very, very cautious against João Mata and his quick returns.
Yeah, it's a dynamic attacking lineup from Portugal for sure, and I feel like both João Mata and Oliveira, they have the ability to throw a large variety of shots, so it's very hard to defend against because you never know what's gonna come.
For sure. And we have some supporters here. Alda Mota says Vamos Portugal. Elson Churay says Go Bulls, Go Belgium. Capitao Pereira says let's go Portugal, defend the key to success. Well, the goals come later, and may the gods be with us, we need our best version. And Paddock Girl says Bora Rapazes, sorry if I'm butchering the pronunciation, but I think she's supporting Portugal.
I think so too, yeah, that would be my guess.
Belgium will have the first throw of the game.
And they will attack left to right on your screen, while Portugal throw right to left.
Mapreni with the first throw from center, a brand new ball. Ooh, passes the first line of defense and blocked behind him by Oliveira, and we have a little bit of mix here in the Portuguese team. You have Oliveira on the right wing and you have João Mata on the left wing.
So next throw for Belgium, cross court, and we have the first goal! Just 30 seconds in, number 2, Vazani for Belgium scores the first goal of this quarterfinal, 1-0 to Belgium.
Yeah, beautiful shot, and it's the second throw in a row where Macedo lets go of the ball onto the right-hand side.
Yeah.
And now João Mata tries to get one back immediately, but blocked by Wasim, and now Mapreni just on the center line. Goes to the left, but blocked by Oliveira.
Nice save, Oliveira backs up to his post on the right wing. Lines himself up. Spins around. Oh, that's a good gap shot, but Mapreni is there. I think he went a bit early because it was very far gone. Oh, and a bit of, yeah, bad communication or a bad pass from Mapreni. The ball is gonna go over to Portugal again.
Yeah, and the ball was so quiet, so
yeah,
could have become a more dangerous situation than it became. Oliveira now on the right-hand side. Goes in about 2 meters into the court. Bounce straight to the center, but blocked by the legs of Mapreni, and hands the ball over to Jemail on the left-hand side. Cross-court effort, blocked out by the hands of João Mata.
So 10 minutes 48 seconds remaining of the first half as the ball is dropped down to João Mata on his left wing for Portugal. It's a high bouncing ball, easily collected in the end by number 2 Vazani for Belgium, hands it over to Mapreni. From center, small skipping ball. Oh, that's a great save from Oliveira. Once again, Mapreni beats the center of Portugal, but Oliveira was there to catch it.
I think Macedo will have his hands full in this game when the Mapreni throws. Jemail goes in about 2.5 meters into the court from the left-hand side. Goes down the line, and Oliveira almost is too quick with the defense, but collects it and then hands the ball over to João Mata, who goes down the line, and a very, very good shot there from Mata, but blocked by Masim.
Yeah, that would have probably hit the post and gone in if Vazani wasn't there. So great save from him for sure.
Wow,
and we have another goal from Wasim.
What a beautiful throw, and it was so clever because he threw just on play.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
The defense wasn't really ready, and once again Macedo passes Macedo's legs.
Same kind of throw that the first goal was. So 2-0 for Belgium quite early in. This is gonna make the Portuguese players very nervous, I believe.
When Mapreni, you can see him now, how wise, takes his time now in the throw. Gonna throw from center.
That's a high bounce. Good save this time by Caicedo. But it's so important for Belgium to have the wingers scoring as well. I think Mapreni, because he is their main thrower, but since he has to play in center, it's so important for him to get the other guys scoring as well. So really an excellent start to this game for Belgium.
For sure, but this Wasim that we saw yesterday against Sweden and we're seeing here, this is the same Wasim I
Yeah.
saw in Montenegro during Europeans A, and I was a little bit disappointed of his game, especially in the start of the tournament, because I saw what he could do.
Yeah.
So it's very good for Belgium to see that he can produce now and be
Yeah.
the best version of him in this part of the tournament.
Yeah, the way he's playing now, this is a high-level player for sure. So, ball with Oliveira on the right wing. Oh, and we have the buzzer going off. Yeah, they really need to do something about that. It's been
Yeah.
going wild the whole tournament.
I think we had a comment in one of the I think in the first game. I don't remember your name. I'm sorry if you're watching the game now. But he said that we should ban the buzzer.
Yeah.
Third time strike. You're out. I
That would be
agree.
a good rule.
Yeah. Mota on the left hand side, cross court, blocked. A little bit difficulties there, but finally blocked by the Belgium team. And Jamal now on the left hand side.
So, ball with Belgium with Jamal on his left wing. 1.5 meter in from his post. High bouncing center ball. Caught by Casero. He's a jumping defender, that one. And maybe a bit too high, but this time he caught it. Oliveira runs around, tries for the post. From here it looked like there was a small gap there,
Yeah,
but
it was.
Oliveira maybe half meter out wide. And
Yeah.
Portugal, they're really using the dynamics in their throwing. They run around a lot to try to create new angles. Belgium has to be aware of that.
For sure. Cross court throw from Wasim again, who causes some issues but blocked out by the legs of Oliveira. João Mata goes into the center and Oliveira picks up the ball by the sideline, hands the ball over to Mata, who follows him to the right hand side. Goes for a high bounce and Jamal blocks it out. Has the ball on the left hand side. Goes cross court and blocked by the hands of Macedo.
Yamato hands the ball over to Oliveira from a central position. High bounce towards the post. Ooh, and it's just blocked out wide by Jamal. Very close there to Portugal's first goal, but we still have 2-0 for Belgium as Mapreni has the ball on the left post.
And this is the first throw in quite a long time for Mapeni to have.
Ooh.
And it
And yeah.
squeezes it.
It's-
Yeah,
Belgium, they're really using Mapreni in the best possible way right now, because
for sure.
that's just beautiful. Beautiful goal ball from Belgium.
And it causes a lot of dynamic change in the Belgium offense also. So 3-0 for Belgium with 8 minutes and 12 seconds, and we have the first time out here for Portugal to try to stop the bleeding, because they're working good in the offense, but it's just the offense from Belgium is very, very good. So I think Macedo needs to step it up a little bit.
He
just
needs to calm down a bit on the bounces, try to read them better, because the first 2 goals he went kind of too far or over them. So find the bounces a bit more. But as we said, that's one of the most difficult thing in facing Belgium, because Jamal and Mapreni, their bouncing balls, they sound kind of like the same in the first bounce, but they have very different speed when they approach the defensive line. So very difficult to read.
Now Oliveira goes to the left-hand side, all the way to the post. He goes down the line and out again.
Once again, I think there is a gap there. It's very, at least very narrow. And it's a clear tactics from the Portuguese team.
Wasim runs from the right to the left-hand side to get a new type of angle, and Belgium is playing really, really well. Unfortunately for us Swedes, they started to play this good yesterday.
For me, it would have been fine if they started a couple of days earlier, because then they would have beaten other teams as well.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, so ball's dropped into Yamata, who takes it from the right wing and brings it all over to his left post. Spins around, goes for a bouncing into the gap, but Vasami is there, collects it, gives it to Mapreni. Now another shot from Mapreni from central position. We get a bouncing ball out towards Oliveira, this time easily collected.
I think it would be a wise idea for Portugal to swap back Oliveira to the left wing, because he has been very, very successful in the offense from the left wing.
Yeah.
And João Mata, I think, is a little bit better in closing the gap between him and Macedo on the right
So
wing.
it feels like both the offensive and defensive of Portugal would improve by that change.
I
But,
think so too. Yes. Now Joao Mata will receive the ball on the left-hand side and runs quickly over to the right-hand side and goes down the line, but wide for
Very wide.
3 or 4 meters.
It's I like this dynamic type of goalball when you run around a lot to change the angles, but you need to get the precision in the throw a bit better, because otherwise it's just a wasted shot.
For sure. Quick
Another
reply
close
by
call.
Oliveira. And we have a goal from Oliveira from the right-hand side after a quick reply from him. And this is one of the things we talked about before the game, that Belgium needs to be cautious of these quick replies. And Oliveira showed yesterday that not only Mata can throw these quick replies.
Yeah, they both possess that ability. So Vasami puts the ball back into play. Great save this time by Caicedo. Hands it back to Giamata. 2 meters in from his wing. Tries for a cross court. Jemail is there. And Mapreni tracks the ball down. Gonna take the next shot himself from center. Tries for Oliveira's post, but
And it's so clear for Belgium. They're pushing Oliveira out to the post to open the gap between him and
where they
Macedo.
scored the first 2 goals, yeah.
Yes.
Or all 3 goals, actually.
All
All
three.
3 goals have been there, yeah. Clear tactic, so Oliveira for Portugal. Cross court. Yeah, that was close.
Yeah, Mapreni dove to the left-hand side and opened a huge gap between him and Wasim, but Wasim were there just in the nick of time, and he has the throw from the right-hand side. A long ball.
That looks like a long ball, yes indeed. So a ticket back into this game for Portugal now, if they can capitalize on this penalty for long ball by number 2 in Belgium, Wasim.
And Marcia Ferreira gives Oliveira the instructions, and Oliveira goes down the line, and a beautiful shot from Oliveira.
Beautiful goal.
His second goal of the game, and the goal deficit is down to only 1 goal between Portugal and Belgium. And Belgium is still leading 3 goals to 2. 6 minutes and 41 seconds remaining. Mapreni.
From a sort of central position, slightly to the right. Spins around, goes for the gap, but hits too much of the left wing, Giamata, who now receives the ball back from Caicedo. No spin this time, straight down the line, collected by Vasami's feet. A quick return, nearly hits the gap between left wing and center, but collected by Giamata. Passes over to Oliveira. Another cross-court effort, too much center that time, Mapreni collects. And we have a timeout for Belgium, which I think is a wise move, because right now Portugal have the momentum.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's Johan Derrick is an old global player who has been along in the sport for many years. So he has quite a lot of experience, and he usually has very good time out. So I think it's wise to just calm down the guys and just keep on doing what they have been doing. They are working very good as a team in the offense, and just need to wait for the mistakes in the Portugal defense.
Yeah, if they can do as they have been, as they did in the beginning, just closing down Oliveira and Mateo's throws, and just slowly waiting, using Mapreni's throws more wisely, not throwing all the time, but going every now and then, they're gonna get more results.
Jemail on the left-hand side. Cross court. And Macedo dives to the right, but Joao Mata is on the left and collects the ball. Goes for the bounce, but blocked by the upper body of Clisson. I think it's very wise to move Clisson from side to side like they're doing now.
Good bouncing effort under Macedo. Yeah, jumping a bit too much as of now, and good save by Yamato behind him. Oliveira, cross court, hits the feet of Mapreni, passes back to Vasami. 3 meters in from the post, goes for a gap shot. Good block by Yamato.
Yamata on the left-hand side. Goes for the gap, but the easy block is there by Mapreni, who goes back to the post himself. From center, high bounce, and a good block is there, calmly by
Slow, slower bounce this time. Tried to change up the dynamics a bit, but Portugal was ready for that. And again, ball is with Wasami for Belgium from his post. Ooh, soft ball, very close to high ball,
Yes.
but no call from the referees.
Moata on the left-hand side. Blocked by Mapreni. Passes the ball back to Jemaili. Jemaili on the left-hand side. I think one big difference between the two teams here now is that Belgium has a lot less time for every throw, because it goes forward and then it takes time for the thrower to go to get the throw going.
Very true, very true. It's quite clear that right now it's Portugal who are in control of this game. Even if they're still down by 1 goal, it feels like they are controlling things. And that's a great bounce, just saved by the feet of Mapreni.
Wasim goes from the right-hand side to the left-hand side. Goes for a straight bounce, and once again Macedo is high, his ball goes underneath him.
Yeah, that's the 4th or 5th time, I think.
Yes, Oliveira was very, very tall there. It's saved
Shaky defense on both sides right now.
for sure. Wasim again from the left-hand side. So this time controlled by Oliveira, who laughs a little bit and meets Mata in the center and gets him the ball.
Mata tries for the gap shot, but collected by the feet of Mapreni, who goes back to the bar, gonna take the shot himself. From center, we're gonna get a high bounce underneath Macedo once more, but yeah, Mata and Oliveira is really doing God's work behind Macedo at the moment.
But I think considering what Macedo is doing on the center, I think these kind of bounces from the sideline inwards
Yeah.
would be too far in for the wings to save, so
Yeah.
it would have the same effect.
Now going from center, the wings are able to reach it, so he just need to change the starting position, and those bounces will really pay out. Yeah.
Mata on the left-hand side goes cross-court bounce between the arms of Mapreni, and Portugal is absolutely back into this game, and we have 3-3 with exactly 3 minutes left in the first half, and it's all equalized in this game.
We said it beforehand, this was gonna be a tight game, and what a quarterfinal we're having at our hands right now. So we have a official timeout to clear the floor, which is probably a pretty good thing for Belgium, as they can.
And it's so interesting to see Mapreni standing just in front of the 6-meter line while they're drying the floor. I'm wondering, I don't think he knows any Portuguese
but
to understand what they're talking about.
that would be a cool mode though, to go and try to eavesdrop. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so ball is with Belgium, and Jemail on his left wing. Spins around, goes for the gap. This time Macedo times the bouncing very well and collects it back to Mata. Another cross-court effort at the same place where he scored last time, but this time Jemail's there, handing over to Mapreni. Mapreni's throw is blocked by Portugal, and the ball is with Oliveira. Spins around, saved by Mapreni.
Wasim quickly from the right-hand side to the left-hand side. Blocked by the legs of Macedo, and now walks slowly back to João Mata and hands him over the ball. He goes from the left-hand side down the line, blocked out.
And it's close again, but it's been a while since they tried that.
Yes.
They did it a lot in the first half of this first half, and now they're doing it again.
Wasim goes down the line.
Close both to a goal and to a long ball.
Yes.
They're really playing the edges now. Ball with Oliveira on the right side. Tries for a gap. Good arms of Mapreni there to collect the ball. Ask for eye shade, but we'll wait until the ball is on the other side. Jemail, bouncing effort. And there we have the official timeout to shake the eye shades of the Belgium center Mapreni.
For sure, and Macedo is almost 1 or 2 decimeters in front of the 6-meter line when he's defending, so I think one of those patent Mapreni big bounces.
The high bounces, yeah.
Yes, straight to the center. I think would be effective in this
I
game
think
also.
so. But then, as we said, I would prefer him to start on either of the posts to get the angle so that the wings do not reach it, or either keep it super straight. But that's also
Yeah,
difficult.
exactly. Because you risk too much.
Exactly. Good bouncing from Oliveira, caught by Valsami.
Wasim now, the right hand side. Goes down the line and just blocked out by Moata. 1:37 remaining. Moata on the left hand side. With a bounce to the center but blocked by Mapreni. Mapreni just to the right hand side of the center.
Tries for the gap with a small bounce, but good save by the feet of Macedo. Passes it quickly back to Oliveira, 2 meters from his right post. Small bouncing skipping ball, tries for Jemile's post, but well out, at least 1.5 meter. So, and we have the buzzer. Ball is with Jemile for Belgium on his left wing. He spins around, throws, looks like too much center, but up in the air. And after a while, under control for Portugal. Back to Yomata. Nice bouncing ball, but good save from Clison's hand.
Clison now on the left wing. Goes from the left wing now.
Gonna see another gap shot,
I
maybe.
think so. That's straight to the center, but I think Belgium would benefit now a little bit of changing the pace even more in the throws, so that Macedo has to guess more than he's doing right now. 44 seconds remaining.
And we have it all tied up at 3-3. What a game this is. Wasim goes wide, maybe half a meter. Ball's dropped back to Yamata, who hands it over to Oliveira. Oliveira, however, stays on the left-hand side. Spins around, goes for a gap shot. That's a good one. Just blocked out by, yeah, was it a team effort of Wasim and Mapreni?
I think it was just Wasim, but just in the nick of time. Mapreni collects the ball on the right-hand side, goes into the center. Wide.
Feels like he's going back to the tactic that we discussed earlier of getting Oliveira further and further out, but that one was just too far out to do any real damage.
Yes. 28 seconds remaining. Oliveira on the right-hand side.
Oof, yeah, that's out, so it's no goal, but very close. A close call from Oliveira. Tried to go with the line shot, and this time the referee called it out, but that's really very close.
For sure. Jemile goes in about 2 meters into the court. Goes for the center. Macedo passes the ball back to Mata.
Mata, one of the last throws of this first half. It's a good bouncing ball, good save by the feet of Clison. So he has 5 seconds to make one final throw. Will he have the time? 3, 2, bounces. Well, it's very close that we have a goal on the final throw, but good save by the feet of Yamata. And we have 3-3 after 12 minutes of goalball.
Yeah, we knew that this was going to be a very tight game, and we have had the first half has been for Belgium.
Yeah.
The second one has been for Portugal, and you can see that the momentum is on the Portugal side, but we see that Belgium has flashes of success here in the late part of the first half also. But I truly believe that they need to work a little bit more from the sidelines into the gaps also.
Yeah.
Not because the majority of the throws they throw now is about 1.5 meter from each side of the center.
Yes.
And from the center, so it's too predictable for the Portuguese defense.
Yeah, I totally agree, and it would also be nice to see Mapreni hit the post a bit more. He has been trying for the outward shot a couple of times, but on those occasions he has been wide by maybe a meter or more. So if he could hit the post, there might be some gaps for in the Portuguese defense there as well.
I think so too, because all of the shots that they have thrown to the post has been from the about 2 meters into the court and outwards.
Yeah.
What I would like to have some straight
Some
throws,
straight posts would
straight
be,
post also. And for Portugal, they're working really well in the offense now, and they just need to keep doing what they're doing. That they're
Exactly.
working the post, and then they're changing the pace with these cross-court bounces that really makes Mapreni work really hard to reach them.
Yeah, for sure. It feels like it's up to Belgium to change the way that their game is right now. If Portugal just keeps on doing what they're doing, and defend and don't let Belgium get any more goals, the Portuguese goals will come because they have the momentum going for them.
For sure. We have some comments here, and we have Aldamota says, second part is ours, go for it Portugal. Paddock Girl says, the way we recovered, now the second half is all about focus.
Yeah. And we have the Belgium supporters here as well, just as we had yesterday in the game between Sweden and Belgium.
Yes, and for Portugal now they have all the Belgium spectators just behind them. So for Marcia Ferreira now, she needs to find a way to keep communicating with her team in a calm and passionate way, because now the team of Portugal has all the loud spectators just behind them.
And that's a very good point to make, and it's one of the difficulties of being a coach in a game where you have this loud audience, which we love, by the way. I love having audience in a Goalball competition, but it makes the job of the coach. We need to be more precise and more clear in what we are transferring to the players on courts.
For sure, I remember when we played in Paralympics in 2016 in Rio de Janeiro, when we had a full capacity of the very long horn.
Yeah, that was the longest one so far, I think. Yeah, keep going.
Spectators, and we had a tactic that the player closest to me had to come out to me so that I could talk to them, because otherwise the players couldn't hear me.
It must have been an incredible atmosphere, though, to have all those Brazilian guys. I mean, they were cheering not for you, but for the Brazil team, but still, to have them in a Goalball game must have been amazing.
Yeah, it was a fantastic experience, but it's nothing you can prepare for, because unfortunately for us Goalball teams, we don't have the luxury of having full capacity
that often, no.
arenas to play in front. So when you are in situations like that, it's completely new for everyone, staff, members, players, yeah, everyone. We have some kind of
clarification between the
referees, so we might have a situation here starting the second half. I think Stephen Newey said something to Rob Avery, and he's
okay. So no penalty there, but ball is gonna be dropped into Portugal team to start the second half. Ball with Oliveira. Goes over to the left wing, spins around, cross court. Oof, good save by the feet of Jemail. Mapreni fakes the pass over to Jemail, takes the ball himself. From central position, very good save, but also very close to a long ball.
Yes,
really pushing the limits.
Oliveira on the right hand side goes down the line with an awkward bounce and blocked by the arms of Jemail. Jemail now from the left hand side goes for the gap. Blocked by Oliveira. Hands the ball over to Mata, who goes to the left. Blocked by Jemail.
Solid
Wasim.
save there. Wasim, 2 meters in from post. Rotates. That's an awkward bounce. Good save by Yamata, who picks up the ball. Stands up at the bar 1 meter from the post. High bouncing ball cross court. In the end, easily collected by Jemail, and the ball is out and be redropped to him. Jemail moves into the central position. Comes back, maybe 3 meters from the post. Bouncing ball, skipping ball. Macedo feels like since the second half of the first half, he has been a bit more successful in judging the height of the bounces on the feet.
Yeah, I think he has adapted quite good, but I think that Belgium has also gone away from those kind of throws that they had in the beginning of the game. Because
Like
now
that
yes,
one.
yeah,
oof,
exactly.
Like that one. Great save from Oliveira.
And very, very good, yeah.
Yeah, excellent analysis, Florim.
Oop, high ball.
Yep.
Nope.
I think so too.
Yeah, but it wasn't called, and now Wasim goes from the right to the left-hand side. Goes down the line, but out.
That's a good try. We don't see Belgium move around in the offense as much as Portugal do. So I think now that when Wasim did so, the Portugal defense was not really ready for it. So
Yeah,
good thinking.
for sure. And Wasim is the only player here that moves around. Jemail sometimes goes into the center and throws, but
Yeah.
the absolute majority of his throws is from the left wing. So I think he would benefit also about from going around to the other hand side.
That's what Belgium need to do to be able to give Mapreni's throws more, making them more dangerous. They need to switch it up all of the throws so that the Portuguese team never knows what is gonna come to them.
Yeah, for sure. And we have an official timeout because they are mopping all the floors now to make it safe for the players. And Oliveira takes the ball on the right hand side, goes into the center, and then sneaks his way back to the right hand side. Goes down the line. Ooh, that wasn't out. But it's okay.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Lucky it's not a goal because that felt like a wrong decision.
Yeah, exactly.
Ball is with Mapreni, and now he's coming from the left post. That's the high center bounce we talked about. Good save from Macedo.
He didn't get the forward momentum
No.
in the bounce.
A bit too heavy on the first touch, yeah. Ball back with Belgium, with Wasim from his right post. Goes for the gap. Oof, the feet of Yamato is just there, because the center Macedo did not go for that one, so very close. And out from Portugal in the next throw.
Yeah, and Portugal is working just like they started the first half, a lot of posts and then going into the gaps. Now Jemail on the left hand side goes for a bounce straight to the middle, but easily collected there by Macedo, and passes the ball back to Oliveira on the right hand side. Goes with a quick throw. Now we have Mapreni from center.
Bouncing ball in between Oliveira and Macedo, and a great second line of defense from Giammatta, and I think a wise call from the Portugal coach to take a timeout there.
Yes, for sure.
That was Belgium's best chance in the second half, for sure.
Yeah, and I think they are gone back to the same throws that they had in the first part of the first half, because Macedo has a lot of difficulties of judging those kind of throws, and as a wing, it's only a certain amount of throws that you can defend so far in behind the center.
Yeah, for sure. So it would be interesting to see if they're switching up the offense. As you said, now Portugal have been throwing a lot of post. Was this timeout the call for them to start going inwards again, or did they just discuss defensive things? Oh yeah, a bit too early on the approach there.
A good idea to throw on play. Wasim had success in that in the first half, where he threw on play and caught the defense in surprise. Now he has the ball, goes into the gap, and I think a deep pocket four from Clisson from the right hand side is a possibility.
That could definitely work. You need to get the first touch of the ball really on the line so that Giammatta is not sure if it's going to be a post or a gap shot.
Yeah.
Mapreni, high bounce, good save by the upper body of Macedo. Hands it over to Oliveira, who runs over to his left wing. Goes for the post up in the air, and in the end collected by Wasim.
Yes, but I would like to see the players dive backwards.
Yeah.
For that, because now he's sitting up and waiting for the ball. If it touches his head or back, he has no chance at all.
No, need to, as soon as it goes up in the air, push yourself back to the goal line and just hope for the best.
For sure.
Another post from Giammatta. Quick reply from Jemail. Good save. Another quick reply from Giammatta. in
And
the end, not so effective.
no, Mapreni now just calms down the game, goes from a bounce from center to the left-hand side, and just a wide.
Just wide.
A good idea to try another position now.
And the Portuguese wings, they're sitting quite far back actually, so that kind of not super high bounce actually gets a good amount of height over the winger's position. So it's a good try to go for the post with the bounce as well.
Yeah, for sure. Jamal from the left-hand side goes, and you can see Oliveira is a little bit too quick into the pocket. So I still think that straight post to post on Oliveira could be successful.
Definitely looks like a gap right now. So
Yeah,
if Mapreni could catch the ball and then just go smoothly out before the team. Oh no! Oh no! Just as we are saying that Belgium are close to a goal, we have the first goal of the second half, and it's Portugal's.
yeah, for sure, and it was a beautiful shot, a change of pace from Oliveira from the right-hand side just to the left of the center, and Mapreni went too quick to the left-hand side and opened up the gap between him and Wasim.
Oh, and there we have the post shot from Mapreni that we discussed, but it's still going outwards. It's not a straight post, but it's going outwards, and that it only matters like changes 1 or 2 decimeters, but that is enough for Oliveira to be able to block it out.
Yeah, for sure. 7 minutes and 21 seconds here remaining, and Portugal was down 3-0 and are now leading 4-3.
It's an impressive comeback for sure, and I do believe that they are feeling pretty confident at the moment, and the Belgium team are feeling like, what are we going to do to score? Because they haven't scored for almost 12 full minutes now.
Yeah, for sure.
They're in a difficult position.
Joao Mata receives the ball in the center and goes to the left-hand side all the way to the sideline. Goes for a bounce into the gap, a slower pace, and
up in the air. Ooh, so close to a second goal or a fifth goal for Portugal.
Yeah, and I think that's a third very close call there for Belgium.
Yeah.
So well-deserved lead for Portugal so far.
It is for sure, and I think Wasim needs to just cool himself down a bit for the bounces. He's going a bit early on them. Good save from Macedo, hands it back to Oliveira. Portugal now in control. Goes for the cross court, Mapreni a bit early. He's a tall guy, which is lucky for him. He just managed to get his feet to it.
Mapreni on the left-hand side down the line. And it was a good idea, but blocked there by Oliveira. Very good defense.
Indeed. Yamata tries for the post of Jamal, wide by maybe half a meter. The ball's being dropped into Jamal of Belgium. Once again, he moves 2 meters into court, as you said, very consistent in that movement. Bounce and skipping ball, collected by the upper body of Macedo.
Now Oliveira on the right-hand side with a high bounce, touches the feet of Clisson, and timeout.
Which is, I think, very wise, because right now it's completely Portugal's game.
Yeah, for sure. I think Portugal is dictating the game, the pace, and they are playing. The wings are playing really smart. Slow throws, cross court, mixing up with high bounces, and then Oliveira's furious attack power, which really makes Clisson doubt himself in the center. So I think for Belgium, they need to have a goal now to boost them up a little bit, because at the moment they are really trailing behind.
Yeah, for sure. It could. It's just 1 goal on the score sheet, but it's really it feels like it would have been more.
Yeah, for sure.
So timeout is over, and the ball is with Wasim from center. Oof, that was a change of pace for sure. Very smooth ball, but collected by the feet of Macedo, passes back to Oliveira.
Oh.
And we have a goal! Really what you said, Florian, mixing up the pace, that's not a powerful shot. It's a slow ball, but it hits the gap perfectly, and the Belgian players are too early on the dive.
Jamal on the left-hand side. Goes for the gap, but blocked there by Macedo, and passes the ball back to Moata on the left-hand side, working down the line, but blocked by Wasim.
And now Mapreni looks like he want to take this shot. Wasim hands it over to him. Mapreni from the right post. Powerful approach. Tries for the gap, but too much center. Easily collected by Macedo. Passes back to Yaumata. Goes for the full diagonal, but out.
And so far, I believe that all of you watching the game along with us agree that it's a fantastic game, very, very tight game, and Portugal is playing excellent, and Belgium isn't playing bad at all. They're playing good, but I think they don't have the tools in the offense at the moment to really threaten the defense in Portugal. But they have the players and they have the throws to do it, but I think they just need to be.
So we have 5 minutes 42 seconds remaining, and it's 2 goals. Do you think it would be an idea for Belgium to completely stop Mapreni from shooting for maybe 1 or 2 minutes to slow down the pace a bit, make the Portuguese team more comfortable in Jemail's and Wasim's throw, and then with maybe 3 minutes to go, just go full out Mapreni?
I think so. I think it would be wise perhaps to have just higher bounces of throws now for around a minute, of around 3 or 4 or 5 shots.
Yeah.
And then after that, we could have Mapreni to explode in the change of pace.
Yeah.
That could be an option.
But first we have a substitution for Belgium. The first one of the game, as Jemail, the left wing, is coming off and is replaced by number 1, which is
Van Hove.
Van Hoven.
One of the 3 Van Hove brothers.
Yes, Goalball legends, all of them.
For sure. And he comes in onto the left post, and his shots could actually be very successful here because it has high bounces, but not so much power or pace into it,
No.
which we have already seen that Macedo has a little bit of issues with those.
Yeah, for sure. He, apart from Clisson, that usually does 2 big bounces and then he hits the defending line. Van Ho has the 3 bounces, so mixing those 2 up could cause problems for the Portuguese defense, for sure.
Yeah, Mapreni now goes out to the left-hand side after the substitution. Goes
Ooh,
for
that
the
looks like
bounce
a long
and a
ball.
long ball, yes.
Yeah, that's what happens. I think he tried to get a flat shot,
Yeah.
but mistimed the ground a bit, and then if you're that far up, it's just going to be a long ball.
For
So,
sure.
chance for Portugal to really extend on their lead here. Oh, timeout
Yeah,
for
that's
Portugal. Yeah.
Yeah, they got the timeout because Mapreni was sitting just to the left of the center, and Oliveira showed the sign number 2 to his coach, and then Marcia took the timeout. But Mapreni ran to the right-hand side, so but it's easier said than done in the heat of the moment.
It is.
I think it's a good call because this could be very, very crucial. This goal.
If they score this one with, then they would have a 3-goal margin with less than a half of the half to go. So probably, and it's also only their second timeout, so they still have 2 more if they want it. So timeout is over, and Oliveira now instead standing in central position.
I think this is his 3rd timeout actually.
I might have missed one. It might have been the 3rd.
Yeah.
Good. And we have a goal for Portugal. We have 6-3 for Portugal with less than 6 minutes to go. Wow, this is going to be tough for Belgium to come back from.
Yeah, for sure. And goal number 5 for Oliveira.
Oliveira really a contender for most valuable player of the match so far.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. The saves he has been doing behind Macedo, the goals he has been scoring. Yes. I think all of you watching the game along with us on YouTube can agree on that Oliveira so far has been the MVP.
So a couple of good saves, and the ball is currently with the Belgium team. Wasim picks it up, hands it to Mapreni, goes from central position, high bounce. There we have it, up in the air, and finally we have the goal for Belgium that they so desperately need, Florian.
And we have a different goal scorer here. No, it was Mapreni now.
Mapreni, yeah.
With a beautiful, beautiful bounce.
This time Macedo was too quick on judging where the ball was, and as Mapreni started maybe 1 or 2 meters to the right of his central line, Macedo dived to his left, and then the gap was just too big for Yamato to be able to lock down.
Yes. We have exactly 5 minutes left here in the second half, and Portugal is leading 6 goals to 4. And Belgium, just a few seconds ago, scored the 4th goal, and now Oliveira on the right wing.
This is gonna be a nail biter. Oliveira, cross court, collected by Wasim. Picks it up, finds the bar, close to center. Tries for the flat ball and for Yamata's post, but pretty clearly wide on that occasion, as the ball is picked up by Yamata. Into the gap, good save by the feet of Mapreni. Picks the ball up himself, moves back to his central line. Will we get another bounce? Yes. In the same position, this time Macedo reads it very well, and he starts going to his right almost as soon as the first bounce touched the floor. He very much knew what Mapreni wanted to do there. Good reading skill.
Mapreni was about to go with a quick reply, but his leg was hurting, and goes to the left-hand side. With 4 minutes and 11 seconds remaining here, Oliveira receives the ball on the right-hand side. Goes into the center, but we have an official time because we are mopping the floors again.
2-goal deficit for Belgium as we head into the final 4 minutes of the last quarterfinal of today. Let's remind you guys that France, Poland and Montenegro are already advanced to the semifinals, and that France will face Montenegro and that Poland will face the winner of the game that we are currently watching.
And the loser will face Denmark in the very, very important game, 5th to 8th, to avoid relegation to C.
So Yamata, that's a good bouncing effort, but wide, maybe 2 or 3 decimeters from the post of Van Hove. Van Hove now, number 1 for Belgium. 3 meters from the sideline. Awkward bouncing ball, that's what we discussed on the feet of Macedo. This time though, very confidently blocked by Macedo.
Oliveira on the right-hand side goes cross-court. Just blocked out by one hand from Wasim. And now Mapreni receives the ball on the right-hand side, stands about 2 meters to the right of the center, goes into the center with a high bounce and a beautiful save there by Macedo.
And also very close to a long ball. Mapreni is really pushing the limits now, as he has to, of course.
He has to.
Yeah.
It's
quick return by Mapreni. Oh, good dive, good save by the hands of Macedo.
And you saw Yamata were behind him also, so I think that was very controllable from Portugal.
Indeed, indeed. So Van Hove on the left post, bouncing into the gap, too much center. Macedo has a complete control of that one.
Oliveira on the right-hand side goes down the line, tries to find the gap, but blocked by Van Hove. Now timeout for Belgium. So Belgium's 3rd timeout of this game, with 3 minutes and 7 seconds remaining here. One quick goal for Belgium, and we really have a nail biters in our hand here.
And in the same time, I would say that if Portugal gets the next goal, I would almost say it's over. I know it's never over in goalball, but 3 goals with 3 minutes in this kind of low-scoring game that we have, I can't see that happening. So next goal will be crucial. Yeah,
for sure. It would be putting a stamp on it for Portugal, but if Belgium scores, it would also put some nerves in the heads of the Portuguese players.
For sure. And we should remember that the last time the Belgium team took a timeout, they throwed, Portugal saved, and then Portugal scored with their next throw. So it's also a risk taking a timeout.
Of course, Mapreni on the left-hand side Goes down the line.
No! It's a long ball.
Yeah, but he scored where we have talked about
Yeah, the straight
entire
post
day.
number
Straight
one.
post number one, yes.
And that we'll have to see watch the replay if it was a long ball by much. From where we are sitting, it's very hard to judge. But
Yeah.
either way, beautiful thinking from Apreni, but unlucky in the execution.
Joao Mata on the right hand side, just to the right of the center. And blocked by
How
Apreni.
crucial can that turn out to be? Incredible save from Apreni.
And we have had several situations in this tournament so far. After a missed penalty, you concede a goal.
Yeah. Apreni again. Again for the post. And
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, do not look away from your screens. This is some great goal ball we're seeing right now.
For sure. 2 minutes and 59 seconds, and it's a very, very interesting game. Oliveira on the right hand side, cross court, blocked by Wasim. Substitution. It's their
So-
second substitution,
Yeah.
and Van Hove goes out again, and Jamal comes back in.
So I think this is also a good chance, as Belgium has already taken 3 timeouts. They get the seconds now where the referee are checking the eye shades. They could line up a specific shot for Apreni to say, hey, the post was good, now go for the gap or something like that.
For sure, but I think that the change of pace from the sideline again, from the one spot with the curve, with the slice on
yeah,
it,
that could
I
be.
believe it would go in, because Oliveira would go into the go out to the post to block that one.
So we'll see if that was no. Actually, they're giving the ball to Wasim on the left post. Spencer goes for the gap, as we discussed, up in the air, and in the end collected by Macedo. But as we said, into the gap. Joao Mata.
And you can see in Wasim in the just final neck of time, just blocked out the ball behind Apreni. Apreni now runs over to the right hand side, goes for the gap, and Macedo doesn't go, but Joao Mata is there to block, and the wings have been so solid for the Portuguese team.
For sure, they really saved their center in a couple of occasions.
But what I love about Belgium right now is the lack of the what we talked about the first 2 games for both Greece and Denmark, is that they didn't fight for it.
No.
Belgium, they are fighting for it.
Very much so. Perfect analysis. And as we have an equipment check, and the ball is with Belgium with 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go, and we have a 2-goal deficit, or a 2-goal lead for Portugal.
Yeah, Portugal is leading, well deserved. Portugal is playing fantastically. It's just very, very interesting for us to see, and I think both me and you are sitting here watching this game, all of you at home watching this game with us, and all the spectators is really enjoying this game, because it's very high intense, and both teams really, really want to win this game.
I'm very glad that I'm not rooting for any of these 2 teams, because then I would have been so nervous. So.
Well, my Goalball heart is full of joy, because these are the kind of games everyone wants to see. A tight game between 2 very, very good teams.
Exactly. So we're back underway, 2 minutes, 5 seconds to go. And Wasim fakes the ball. Apreni goes for the gap shot. That's some powerful throw. Great save again by Portugal.
Yes, for sure. And again, Joao Mata behind Macedo.
What a defensive display he's putting on.
Because that was a perfect shot, perfect angle and everything, but it was very, very solid defense.
Gotta feel almost for Belgium, because as you said, they're doing everything right now. They're hitting the spots, they're hitting the post, they're hitting the gaps, but Portugal just somehow they get there just in time to defend. So do you think it would be a good time to go back to the high bounces?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It's been a lot of flat fastballs from Belgium this last couple of, at least the last minute.
For sure, and I think for Portugal now is to go back to the posts, and because hit the post, and it will take longer time for Mapreni to go out to receive the
Yeah.
ball.
Jemile, ooh, up in the air, goes back. A nice second line of defense from Yamata.
Yeah.
That's the third or fourth time he has come in behind to save them like that. Yeah, ball to Mapreni. You can see Mapreni, he stands up before the goal and before the ball passes into the Belgium team, and he just wants to get the ball from his wings as quickly as possible.
And Sigurd Lund says can't see the Portuguese coach is wearing an AirPod. Isn't that against the rules? No, I don't think it's
No.
against the rules.
It is clearly specified in the equipment of the players, so obviously a player would not be allowed to wear it, but the coach, as far as I know, is allowed to receive information.
I know that many teams have iPads and computers and
Yeah.
get the live stream instructions from someone sitting on the spectators area also. So I think it's very, very common nowadays.
Mapreni, that's the high bounce we
Oh,
talked
long
about,
ball.
but a long ball. But of course, Belgium has to try everything, and
They have to risk it,
Yeah.
and they are trying. They're doing their best, but Portugal is so good at the moment.
a chance to close this game for Portugal.
Oliveira is sitting on the left post. Cross court.
And it's a
Beautiful
goal.
penalty. So calm. The double hat trick for Oliveira is a fact. And I think that was the nail on the coffin for Portugal.
I think so too.
With 1 minute and 39 seconds remaining, they are down 3 goals.
Belgium needs a goal in this throw or maybe in the next if it's still gonna be
Yeah.
able to make a comeback out of it. Oliveira, high bounce into Mapreni, quick return into the gap, up in the air. But yeah, Yamata's defense this game has been very, very solid.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And now the Portugal team will just start using their time. Wait maybe 7 or 8 seconds before throwing. Not on that occasion though, and hits the bar. That's so close. That's
And in that mist of chaos, Mapreni says, nope, I'm going to the quick reply.
yep.
João Mata, cross course from the left-hand side and wide.
And you can see the Portugal throws now becoming slower and slower. They want to use more and more of the time.
For sure, and we have one more mopping of the floor here with the official time, and with 1 minute and 3 seconds here. Please let us know in the comments. Is this the best game so far, or which quarterfinal do you think has been the best so far? I have my clear favorite.
Yeah, me too. Me
and
too.
It's this one. What do you think, the one watching the games with us?
1 minute, 3 seconds remaining, and 3-goal lead for Portugal. So in 1 minute, Florm, would you say it's possible for Belgium to get 5 or 6 throws, maybe? If both Portugal and Belgium does their best to, Portugal to limit the amount of throws and Belgium to maximize it. Is it 5 or 6?
I would say 5.
Yeah.
The maximum is 5, but we have seen that 3 goals in less than a minute is for sure possible. But the way Portugal is playing at the moment, yeah. they're really solid.
Yeah. Balls back with Yamata. Goes for straight post, as we discussed, not to give the ball to Mapreni. Good decision, and we have the final timeout for Belgium. That was the 4th one. And 51 seconds remaining. And
Yeah, and the game is not over. Fortunately, we have 51 seconds remaining of this
Yeah.
marvelous game. And Josh Murphy says 100% the best, because I asked, who do you think, which game do you think has been the best quarterfinal so far? Josh Murphy says 100% the best. Alda Mota says the best game so far, absolutely. And I can just agree on that one,
yeah,
for sure.
me too, 100%. So, with new fresh instructions from the Belgium coach, the players are ready to make the impossible happen and make a comeback with 3 goals in less than 52 seconds.
Wasim from center. almost stepped on the leg
Very
of
close. Yeah.
Clisson there, and it could lead to an injury, but fortunately we didn't have that. And Joao Mata now with a cross-court effort.
Quick return. And now I would say they will not have 3 more shots to go, so I'm calling that Portugal will win this game.
Yes, for sure. And now we have Clisson from center.
That's a
Blocked.
powerful throw.
Very powerful throw, but good block there again by the legs of Macedo. And we have 19 seconds remaining here of the second half and of the game.
They could choose to hold the ball for 2 and receive 2 10 seconds and they will still win. Oh, that's not what you want for Belgium. They catch the ball and it's going up. Maprini now for the posts. And it's out and it's 9.5 seconds, which
9.5
means
seconds.
that since it did not touch any Portuguese player, they could hold the ball for the full 9.5 and be ready for the semifinals tomorrow.
But I don't think they will.
No.
Mata receives the ball on the center, goes out to the left-hand side. Goes up in the air and over. And we have 1.9 seconds remaining here on the clock.
It is, if you start before the play, you could get 1 shot, but Wasim tries for it, and Yamata saves it. And Portugal are in the semifinals against Poland.
Yes, and very, very well deserved also, because they were down. We have to remember that they were down 3 goals to nothing, and then change the entire game, and now winning by 7-4, well deserved. But hats off for Belgium also. They
sure.
fought the entire way. They really tried to get themselves back into the game, showed heart, showed courage, but Portugal was just too good in this game, and well deserved win.
It definitely is. It feels like the most just winner. But as you said, Belgium played a great game, and I think looking at the way Belgium play now, I do not think that they should fear relegation to the C. They have 2 crucial placement games coming up, but I feel like they have the capacity and the players to remain at the B level for sure.
Yeah, I think so too. And for Portugal now, they are going to go against the undefeated Poland in the next game, and had a really tough game now. Poland had a quite easy game, beating them by 13-3. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for the fantastic game, and thank you so much, Arvid, here for commenting the game with me. And
always a pleasure.
Yeah, the next game is at 2 o'clock. Sweden against Italy for 9th and 10th place. Thank you.
Thank you
Goodbye.
so much. Bye.